Welcome to the On Game podcast. Marcus Benjamin here, reporter for On 3 Rivals, and I'm here with the queen of South Florida, C2, Casz, Clayton, and we're here to put you on game. This podcast is really just to give you a journalistic view of what we see out here in the field here in South Florida. So, Casz, just what's been going on with you lately? I mean, as far as just being out in the field and
Oh my gosh, nothing really. Honestly, especially the past 2 weeks, the games haven't been gaming for me. Like, it's been blows. It's been like a bunch of, just blowouts and not too many upsets. I don't know how to put it, but the games have just been like, to me.
Yeah, there's been some good games, I would say. Chaminade came back with a victory over Heritage, so that was kind of exciting. I went to a game where it wasn't so exciting. St. Thomas blew out Columbus, but we were both at the Miami Hurricanes games for the past 2 weeks. Obviously, we saw Miami pull out a victory against Notre Dame. Check out our instant reaction.
Okay, I get that. That game was exciting.
Yeah.
That game was very exciting. I had a good time.
Yeah, but the one last night wasn't so much. Very routine type of game. But, the Florida schools have been showing up, I would say, for the most part this season.
They did their thing the previous week. Everybody got a dub, so that's good, right? I'm expecting, I don't know how many more weeks I was expecting Florida to stay on top, but this previous week, Miami won.
Yeah.
USF won.
They did.
Beat Florida.
They beat Florida.
In the swamp.
That was pretty much kind of the headline of the week,
Yeah.
But the week before, we were saying, okay, the big three's back. Miami, Florida, Florida State, they're all back. But it's really just the
Florida
big
State.
two, Miami and Florida State. And then, are we saying USF is like the third
I don't
team?
know, bro. They've been showing up, and they beat Boise State. And then they turned around and beat Florida. So I don't know if Florida's just not or...
I think they're not it. To me, they're not it.
Okay, well, they have to see Miami next week. I feel like that will be...
2 weeks, yeah.
No, next week, bro.
Next week's USF.
That's what I said.
Oh, okay.
USF. They have to see Miami next week.
Yeah.
And then, if we can go to last year, Miami put up 50 points on them. So
yeah.
I feel like that will be a game where I'm able to see what's what. Is USF for real, or it's just been a floozy or fluke or whatever you want to call it? But
yeah. Last year we were at that game in Tampa.
We were.
Yeah, Raymond James Stadium. I think the key for that game for me was the fact that the quarterback Byron Brown got hurt in that game.
Yeah, bro.
People forget that. He got hurt in the first half and then...
No, bro. He got hurt late in the half. He got hurt beginning of the fourth quarter. He was in for most of the game. That doesn't really count.
Okay. That's not how I remember it, but, but still, I think...
He played 70% of that game. I'm pretty sure. He played a good amount. So I'm not blaming it on the quarterback.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
And he had his numbers were decent in that game, too. He had at least 200 yards.
It was
270, something like that.
And there was a different quarterback on our side, Cam Ward, than Carson
Ward
Beck.
Is Cam Ward, bro.
So we'll see what kind of happens. But the Florida schools, I think, are still doing really well. They're representing for the crib for the most part.
Miami was ranked at number 5. What did you think about that?
I like the fact that they're number 5. Mm-hmm. I think they should move up this week.
Absolutely.
To be honest, I think.
Where? What you thinking?
I put them at 3.
3?
I'd put them at 3.
Yeah,
I think
sure.
LSU is not really that good.
But I think they're gonna blow out UF this coming week.
Yeah.
They should. I don't know.
They should. I think Miami should blow out UF as well. But the fact that LSU gave Clemson everything they got to beat them.
Yeah.
And then Clemson struggled with Troy last night. So I don't really believe in LSU too much. I think Oregon as a team probably should be in the top 5.
Okay.
Georgia, I'm not believing the hype on Georgia at all. They missing Carson Beck right now. So I think Miami should be ahead of Georgia and ahead of LSU and just keep Penn State and Ohio State on top.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see.
Where do you think Miami should be at?
Here. I mean, I think they should move up than 5. I mean, I'm thinking top 3. Definitely in top 3.
Okay.
They got to be in the top. It's only right they're in the top 3. If Miami's not in the top 3, bro, something's going on.
Yeah,
something's
definitely.
going on. I honestly, that's just how I feel. So we'll see.
Yeah, definitely more on how we thought about Miami and how they beat Bethune on our instant reaction. I do want to point out your outfit though on that instant reaction.
Oh, I
need to know like how what was inspiring to that or.
So that's a great question. My looks this year are women in male-dominated spaces. So if you see my looks this season, my looks would be like a suit or suit and tie. Be on the lookout for that. Suit and tie, male kind of setup, but in a woman's aspect of it. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm bringing. I'm giving woman in the male-dominated space. I'm gonna give y'all the suits. I'm gonna give y'all the vest. I'm gonna give y'all a woman in a male-dominated space.
Okay.
But in the C2 way. So that's what I'm doing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of want to ask you a little bit about that too. It's like, dude, how is it just being in a male-dominated space? Like, how do you feel like navigating through that?
You know, it changes. It does. It changes. But I feel like I've been around it for so long. Even when I wasn't in the sports industry, I was in the Air Force. That's still a male-dominated industry. So throughout my entire life, like I've been, even when I was younger, I played sports. And who did I play sports with?
What'd you play?
Basketball.
Oh, okay.
I'm a hooper.
You got a shot? Like,
most definitely.
You got a whole bag?
I can outshoot you.
Oh,
for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to have to do that, you know. We're going to have to see what could really happen.
I'm not here to take your money.
Oh, wow.
You have to be my co-host.
Oh, okay.
I want it to be a friendly thing, okay? Okay. But yeah, I played ball. I played football too. Like, so I played with a bunch of, like, I've been around guys for forever. So I'm kind of used to it, but working in a male-dominated space is challenging.
I bet.
You know, even from the fans aspect, not just like working with the guys, but like from a fans aspect, obviously the demographic, there's mostly men that watch football. So it can be a plus side, but it also can be because they would judge me before I even open my mouth.
I was going to say, do people like not respect your opinion?
Yeah, because of what I have between my legs, but it's just, I mean, I'm used to it.
Right.
I'm used to it at this point, and I just continue to put my head down and I work, and I just remain professional, and I do what I do. No, I mean, I know my shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Gotcha.
I don't need anyone's approval. And to be honest with you, I've been talking sports for a long time, bro.
Yeah.
I'm on Twitter sometimes, and I look at a lot of people's takes, and I hear a lot of their takes, especially like on the. I'm like, bro, you have no idea what you're talking about. But because they're a man, they listen to it because they're a man. Yeah. Versus if I was to come and say that same take, they'd be like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it is what it is. I don't think it's really going to change. Hopefully it does, but. You know, men, they have egos, they have those things, but I love it. I mean, I feel like women are really taking over in this industry. We do things that a man cannot do. I see stuff that man wouldn't even pay attention to. You know what I mean? I'm able to see stuff out a different way.
Different lens.
Yeah, absolutely. So
sure.
I feel like what I bring to the table is definitely something different from, you know, the rest of you all.
Absolutely. She's the queen of South Florida.
I am.
You know, I'm the coldest reporter in the game. At least that's what C2 says. And I'm going to believe it. I'm going to take that to the bank. Me and C2, we're out on the high school gridiron as well, looking at high school games as well. I was at St. Thomas at Tropical Park, watching St. Thomas and Columbus. I was hoping to see a game. I did not see a game. I just saw one of the best teams in the nation. I think St. Thomas really needs to be recognized for the program that they have this year. Your boy Mason Mallory, I think, is really like taking it to the next level.
But you know, they got their first L. their first L against Bergen Catholic.
West Boca did.
West Boca did.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Javion wasn't able to get as much. He wasn't as productive as he was.
He couldn't get going or anything.
Yeah. No, Bergen was. They were stopping it, but I mean, he scored. He still scored.
Yeah.
But you know, they had some. They were just different. You know, they're from like I think New Jersey or something like that.
They're from New Jersey. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like different type of football. West Boca was not, I guess, completely. They lost by a touchdown, but I think that was one of the biggest games coming out of Palm Beach County, which is where I'm from.
Sure.
The other games just has been, you know, it's just been all right. It's just been all right. It's been mostly, we have 3 main teams that have the most talented players in the county. So I just expect those
what teams are those?
Atlantic, Cardinal Newman,
Okay.
West Boca.
Okay. Gotcha.
So just having those teams, all the players are in one space. So it's like, you know, that's all I can really expect. Even my games of the week have been West Boca, Atlantic, Palm Beach Central, Cardinal. Like, you know, I would have loved to went to the Chaminade American Heritage game.
Yeah, that
was exciting.
That's a game that I'm regretting not going to. I didn't go because I've seen Chaminade twice, and I saw American Heritage twice this year already.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, let me see what Columbus got.
You know what I've been seeing though? I've been seeing Dia Bell got robbed. What's up with that?
You said he got robbed.
They say no, like robbed from like I'm not sure. Was it a touchdown or whatever? They say he got robbed from the game. From something happened. I'm not sure. You weren't there.
No,
but I was seeing like Dia Bell.
You mean like something like the refs?
Yeah,
they
said that I guess Dia Bell did score, got across the line, but they didn't
refs
call
didn't give it to him.
So
interesting.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it is what it is. I still think American Heritage is one of the top teams, and so is Chaminade as well. But I think St. Thomas is like up here, and all the other teams are down here.
Oh, really?
That's how I feel. You know, that's what I left the game from Columbus feeling. I'm like, okay, well, this team is really legit. I think since St. Thomas plays Chaminade and American Heritage, they're going to show just how great of a team that they are and that they should be the only team, I think, from South Florida on the national stage.
I really look forward to that game. Wow, that's a lot to say. You say St. Thomas is up here.
St. Thomas is up here, and everybody else, I think, is down here, to be honest. You know, like Chaminade, Heritage, the West.
But what is it out St. Thomas that you feel so strongly about?
I think up front with the trenches. I think offensive line, I think they have the best offensive line outside of maybe IMG is the only one who could really compete, but people don't really count IMG as a Florida team because they got a bunch of all-stars, really. And I think skill position-wise, they got enough players to really make it happen. And Mason Mallory, like I said, your boy, the cousin of the Miami commit, Javion Mallory, I think has really shown a lot of maturity this season. I think he was efficient throwing the football. What we saw against Mater Dei was, okay, he's a dual threat quarterback. We didn't really see that in that game, or I didn't really see that in that game against Columbus. He just seemed efficient with the football, knew where to go, and he ran when he needed to. So
I'm
so
proud of Mason.
Yeah, I think he really
Boca,
can take that team to the next level.
His talent is definitely showing. I'm able to see a lot more from him than what I saw at West Boca, but I'm super, super proud of him. Yeah, shout out to Mason Mallory.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, as far as like the top 5 teams right now, it's kind of hard to really kind of say. Like I said, it's St. Thomas, and then you got to say, Chaminade is number 2. You know, and then Heritage, and then you got to go, I guess, the West after that, and then Central. Miami Central. I think Miami Central is a team that is legit from what I've seen. They blew out Booker T. They destroyed Edison as well. So I think Miami Central is a team that should be reckoned with. I think they could beat the West. I think they could beat the West in that rivalry game. I can't wait to see that. But if I were to, I'm not going to choose a team right now. We'll wait.
All right.
But those are my 5 teams right now.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
I like that. Wow, I'm still kind of like St. Thomas is up here. Everybody's.
Yeah,
I'm still kind of.
that's how I'm feeling. I think defensive back wise, I don't think you can really mess with anybody else. You got Jaden Carey, you got Zayden Gamble, you
Well,
got
what's
Justice
going on with the
Fitzpatrick, who didn't even
West?
play,
What's
and he
going
should be
on?
back in 2 weeks though.
What's going on with the West?
I think the West is a good team, but the fact that the team that beat them, Orange Lutheran, took a L last night makes me feel like they're probably still the best team in Dade County. They are, I would say they are probably the best team in Dade County, them in Central. I don't know, they could be 1A, 1B right now. We'll see what they do this week against Norland, because I am going to go to that game.
Okay.
I want to see what my guy Kent Dobson is going to do for Norland, and then all them guys at Northwestern. So it should be interesting to kind of see how this high school football team kind of plays out. High school football season plays out. But yeah, that's how I'm feeling about those top five teams.
Love that. Love that.
But let's talk about the Hurricanes, man. Two games in now. We're 2 games in. They're 2-0. They got USF coming to town.
Yeah.
And then Florida. And then bye week, Florida State bye week. It's a very interesting schedule this week. Florida State looking like they legit. I think they're a top 10 team. But what's your take on the Hurricanes so far?
Yeah, so the biggest thing that I wanted to see out of the Hurricanes, right out the pocket, there was a lot of questions and variables and one of the biggest was Carson Beck. I wanted to see how efficient he was, how the chemistry was with his receivers, just how everything would come together as an offense. I also wanted to see how well the defense was, how well they meshed together with the new DC, with, just everything that was going on. I just wanted to see the defense, especially based off last year's defense, how well they are now.
Sure.
And I also wanted to see Carson Beck and how well everything came with the offense. So I feel like in Notre Dame game, I was able to see the defense. I was able to see, just everything that I wanted to see out of the defense in the Notre Dame game. So I'm like, okay, overall, everything's solid. The line was, I have no question about the line, honestly.
Yeah.
I have no question about the line.
For sure.
They literally did their thing. They did exactly what they needed to do against a freshman, CJ Carr, against Notre Dame. But the defense, I just feel like is up to par. Is what Miami needed.
Yeah.
And that's a good sign.
Yeah.
But not week 2, we go to week 2 and Carson Beck going 15 for 15, starting off the game against Bethune.
Yeah. New Miami record.
Right,
Beating Testaverde's record that was set in 1986.
The efficiency that I saw in the offense is what I needed to see. Granted, it was against Bethune-Cookman, but at the same time, like just seeing that, and also, having the younger guys come in. Emory got snaps, and just seeing. I also saw Elijah Lofton get in there, get some targets as well. So it's just good to see that. I really wanted them to definitely put the tight end situation in there, because I felt like Elijah Arroyo. That was immaculate. I love to see that, and I'm expecting the same thing from Elijah Lofton.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
For sure.
It's only week 2. It's only been 2 games, but I feel like I've seen a good amount of what I need to see. The offense and the defense is evenly yoked.
I agree with that. What I like about the Miami Hurricanes this season is the fact that they got depth pretty much everywhere. They got depth at every position.
Thing. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like I'm not used to seeing that, to be honest. I think offensive line wise, they've got depth. They got a bunch of great young guys behind that first line that can step in if somebody gets injured. That running back room, I think, is stacked. I think we saw it last night. Gerard Pringle, the freshman, skates off for a touchdown. Jordan Lyle.
His first touchdown.
Yeah, his first touchdown of his career. So shout out to him for getting that. Kid out of Armwood, very talented guy. And the other players as well. Chris Wheatley-Humphrey, Hellcat Chris. He got into the game. Fletcher scored 2 touchdowns. And Jordan Lyle didn't even play in this game. I think he was just held out for a precaution. I think it was like a slight ankle injury that he's kind of dealing with right now. So they're deep at running back. They're pretty deep at wide receiver as
deep in
well
it.
because JoJo didn't even play
Yeah, bro,
yesterday.
JoJo wasn't even there.
Yeah, and I still felt like that receiving core was deep.
No, CJ Daniels is the real deal. I was able to see what
Yeah.
he's able to bring into Miami, the receiving core. You know, he's probably like the oldest receiver that they have
Sure.
in the core, as well as he's definitely performing. And I feel like, honestly, him and Carson Beck, their chemistry is just
Yeah.
out of this world.
A1.
So, yeah.
For sure. Tight end, I like what I saw from Luka Gilbert, the
Okay,
freshman.
yeah,
Brock
most
Shot, he's like an ox running out
Oh my
there.
gosh,
And then you got
Brock
Elijah
Shot's
Lofton
huge,
that you
yes.
mentioned. I think the tight end room is deep. The DBs, I really like Keontae Scott. I like what I saw from him. Xavier Lucas, OJ.
What about Bryce Fitzgerald?
Bryce Fitzgerald getting his first interception of his career in a
Yeah.
key moment too. It shut out Bethune from getting a touchdown in the game.
Absolutely.
So we definitely have to point that out. They didn't allow a touchdown
touchdown.
for
And I
from
could have
Bethune
sworn, I
Cookman.
thought Bethune was finally going to score on that drive.
Yeah, me too. And it was a fourth down play, diving interception by Bryce Fitzgerald. Sky's the limit for that kid. He's super athletic. He could play both ways if he wants to. He's that athletic to me. And he didn't even play in the spring. So for a kid like that to make an impact in the second game of the season was really great to see. I think linebacker was really solid. Wesley got ejected from the game from
And they
a
still were
questionable
solid.
targeting call. And the linebackers, I don't think really missed a beat in this game. Popo looked good. Torre looked decent as well. I like what I saw from Kellen Wiley. I think Kellen Wiley is going to be an absolute
gonna bring him
star
up. Absolutely.
in the future. And then the D line looked great as
You
well.
see guys like Marquise Lightfoot stepping up, making plays.
Yeah.
Like, the depth is just there.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the best thing in Miami. I think, honestly, best thing they have going, the depth for me.
Yeah. So I think this next game is going to be really, really interesting, though. Like, how do you think this game is going to really turn out against USF now that they're on their high horse now?
Yeah,
They're
I
on
know.
their
It's
high
only
horse.
been 2 weeks, though, right? It's only been 2 weeks. And if I'm being honest, UF is kind of like,
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm expecting them to be like this whole dominant team that, of course it was an upset at the end of the day.
Sure.
But I'm not expecting too much out of UF now. But, if we're talking about last year, they scored 50 points. Miami scored 50 points on USF. This is a whole new team.
Yeah.
Miami is a whole new team. So
For sure.
I'm not sure how Saturday will be, but I'm really hoping it's a big game. I'm hoping it's a really good game. I think it will be a really good game. Byram is healthy now. So I'm excited to see exactly what will happen. And
Miami wins, though, right?
yeah. Miami's winning.
You got a score? You got a score?
I
I'm
don't
putting
have
you
a
on the spot a little
score.
bit,
Yeah,
but
I know. Last year you did the same thing too.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, but
I've been doing
I
that
was on
sometimes.
point though. Last year I
you
was
were.
on point.
You were.
No, I think it's going to be a good game. I think Miami is going to win. I think if the same thing happens last year, they kind of pulled away in the second half.
I feel like it's going to be a
I
similar
feel like
outcome.
it's going to be the same thing too.
Yeah.
I feel like it's literally. Granted, they're in Miami again. They have the home game advantage. I just think I think it will. They're just going to blow out.
I got a feeling there's going to be a lot of
Yeah.
USF fans in the building at Hard Rock Stadium.
Yeah,
for sure.
I ain't gonna lie. They were crunk last year at Raymond James. They were lit. Like the
For
student
sure.
section lit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were pretty lit. So hopefully they do come to Miami and they turn it up.
Yeah.
We need that. We
Yeah,
really
for
do
sure.
need that.
I think it's going to be a close game in the first half, and I think
then-
Miami pulls away. So I say, I think
you
Miami scores around 35 points. I could see USF scoring
Are you reading my mind right now? 35 what?
I could be. I'm thinking 35-24.
Okay. I'm thinking
know?
35-17.
Okay. All right. We'll see how it goes down at Hard Rock Stadium. You and I, of course, will be there, and we'll
Yes.
give you an instant reaction once that game comes to a close.
Yeah, y'all make sure y'all check out our instant reactions. 'Cause
For sure.
We're there like
And check
super
out her
duper.
outfit on the instant reaction.
yeah,
we didn't
yeah.
get her shoes though, but like the shoes and
gotta
the
put it
socks
on.
was like It was
That
giving
was
this
crazy, right?
this different type of vibe. I was
No,
like, what's going on?
That was crazy.
But anyways, I did want to talk about Ruben Bain. You know, Ruben Bain, obviously, you know, one of the top players in college football right now.
He's
He
ranked
is
really, really high.
Yeah, he could be the number one pick. I think he's going to be a first rounder as long as he, of course, stays healthy. And, you know, he's one of those players that's making a lot of money, you know, as far as
Cool.
like.
I saw that boy put up with a Richie Miller on his wrist. I
What a
said,
what?
okay. A Richard Miller.
Richard Miller.
It's a watch. It's
Okay.
a type of watch.
Okay.
It starts off over $100,000.
Over 100K?
Over 100
For a
like
watch?
150. That's the basic. That's the basic.
Wow.
Hey, I'm about to go start playing some college football, bro.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if I got some eligibility left myself so I can go out there and play. I was talking to my boy Blue. He was like, yo, you look like you're working out a little bit. He was like, you got eligibility left? I was like, I might need to
Get
play.
on out there, bro.
You know, just, you know, I could catch a couple of punts, bring them back, you know, something like that. Because let's just talk about these NIL deals and really just how it's really affecting high school football and
Yeah.
college football. Because these days, or when I see these high school players, especially after they commit to a school, I see them with a big chain on. You know what I'm
Teeth looking
saying?
good.
Sometimes they driving a Hellcat or something like
Now, the
that.
Hellcat's basic, bro.
You know, okay.
Some of them have better cars than Hellcats.
Okay, well, nah, whatever. You know, the fact that a high school player doing all of that is
Well, a
just
high school player, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like all the college players, they all have SRTs and Hellcats.
right,
Yeah.
exactly. So, and then you know, Miami teams got a deal with Adidas.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
So now there's a few high school teams that have Adidas deals, and now colleges are really kind of giving incentives to either those kids
Yeah.
or those schools based on their deals with Adidas is what we're hearing.
Yeah.
You know, it could be all hearsay. No one really, and it's really kind of like under the radar. Like people don't want to really kind of talk about the money with NIL, but
We know it's there.
This is the On Game
Yeah,
podcast,
yeah.
man.
We're gonna put y'all on game.
yeah, and
Only thing I have to say about all of that, because I feel like people know like what's going on with NIL. They know. Even I was at a brunch with the moms. They know their kids are making buku money.
Yeah.
Right. Even the high school kids. Some of the kids are making more money than their parents.
Right.
A lot of them actually. Like if I'm keeping it a bean.
right.
They have classes, so of course they set them up. They try to set them up with, financial advising and what to do, what not to do. But are they listening? I don't know.
Yeah.
But what I can say, and the most important thing, like save the money, bro. Save your money, right? The goal is 20%. I'm not saying you got to do 20% right now. That would be great.
Save 20%.
Save 20%, right? Start off small, maybe 5% of your income, 10%. Go up 1-2% every single year. I don't know, however you want to do it, but save some of that money.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Just save some of that money.
It's hard to tell a 17-year-old to save that money though.
I know.
Because if I was 7,
But you know what? What's going to hit them is that taxes. They definitely have to pay those taxes.
Uncle Sam gonna hit him
They're
over
in
the
different
head.
brackets now.
Yeah.
They're paying taxes. So, but definitely save that money. Save your money.
Man, I don't know what I would do if I was a 17-year-old getting paid thousands upon
Yeah,
thousands,
that's-
close to millions of dollars. I mean, I don't know, man. I'd be.
I know what you'll be doing.
Yeah, you do. Do you really?
Yeah.
Cause man, I'd be acting a damn fool.
No, I
Cass.
feel it. I feel
like
it.
I would be. Like
I mean,
I'd be
you're
out of
17.
control. I'd be out of control. I was out of control at
Malachi
17.
Tony is 17. He's making buku money too.
Right. Out there balling on Saturdays.
Yeah,
You know, I was doing all kinds of other stuff on Saturdays when I was
crazy to me.
17.
Right?
Yeah. So
No, save your money. We put you on game. Save your money. The
Save
goal
your
is
money.
to save 20% of your income that you're making, whether that's in investments, whatever, just a saving deposit, however you want to save your money. But you can start off small, maybe 10%.
yeah, absolutely. I think you also have to keep the right people around you too, because like, depending on the people around you, they're gonna want you to get you to spend that money. You're gonna be like, hey, I looked out for you, man. Hey, you know, when you was in trouble, you know, remember who looked out for you? That type of conversation is gonna happen. And be like, yeah, throw me something, throw me a little something. And so let me hold something real quick. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be a lot of those type of conversations, and the more you keep those people around you, the more you'll be tempted to help them out, and it could be in a bad situation.
Nah, for sure.
You know, so it's you can be highly influenced to be doing the wrong thing. So keep the important people around. Watch these agents too. These agents is out here to make some money too.
No,
you know?
I go to the women's bathroom and I hear conversations that are in the bathroom. I'm not gonna get into them, but watch out for them too.
What goes on in the women's bathroom stays in the women's bathroom?
Pretty much. But yeah, watch out for them as well. But yeah,
all right.
That's it, man. Like, I'm excited for the rest of the season.
For sure.
We're getting deeper into high school and college. More weeks pass, and it will get to a point where we're like, okay, yeah, this is real deal.
Yeah.
And I'm able to say that. Right now, it's looking good, but it'll get there.
Yeah. Side note, great experience at Hard Rock Stadium, obviously, just being there, but like, can we get fed though? Like, no food.
Oh, you don't eat?
No food at halftime.
You don't eat?
Sometimes they have food.
I had some.
Go ahead, tell me. Tell me so I can get jealous. Go ahead. What you had?
Some really good chicken, but I also had some sushi.
You had some
shrimp
sushi at the
cocktail.
stadium?
Yes.
How?
I'm not telling. If I tell you, I gotta.
Oh my God.
Nah, they're like
Y'all
they.
hear this?
And then I have an espresso to kind of wake me back up after all of that. Yeah.
And you tell me this now? Like you
Bro,
couldn't look out.
First
You can
of all,
be.
you're
You can.
all the way up there.
You
bro.
could just
I'm down here. I'm on
use
the
your
ground
phone,
in the heat.
technology.
I'm on the
Text your
ground
boy
in the
like,
heat.
hey, I got sushi. You
I
want
gotta take breaks.
espresso,
I
something like
gotta
that?
drink, and you know what I mean? Yeah, I gotta. You know,
I
I'm on
see
the
how it
ground. I'm
is.
sweating. I'm working. I'm working, bro.
Oh.
So I gotta make sure I put the protein in my body. Make sure
And I
you're
ain't
in
working.
the press box.
I ain't working. I'm
You're
just
in the
chilling.
press box on your laptop
I ain't working.
like this, watching the game in the AC. You chilling.
Working too.
I'm in heels. I'm sweating. I'm walking 100
Oh,
yards. Come on,
so
bro.
because of that-
From sideline to sideline.
Because
I
of
gotta
that, you
refill.
can get fed with sushi
Yes,
and
I need
espressos.
the tuna, the
and
sushi.
I gotta be starving.
Yeah, I need all of that.
Freezing in the
Bro,
icebox
they
press
got
box.
they got the pork sliders in there for you.
I'm done. I'm done. Pork sliders. I don't even eat pork. Get out of here with that.
The
Anyways.
barbecue pork sliders.
Anyways, Hard Rock, just feed us. You know what I'm saying? We out there promoting the game, the kids, team. Feed us. Is that too much to ask?
Find
But
your
anyways.
friend with a sweet, bro. Find your friend with a sweet.
I thought I had a friend in you.
Make sure you guys tap in with us next week, man. On Game Podcast, where we're always putting you on game. C2, Marcus Benjamin. We're going to give y'all the real every time. Thank y'all for listening.
Like, subscribe, share.
All of that. Like, all of it.